Our bond was severed. I wanted to tell her, but I was bound to the child. I couldn't just abandon her. But I was wrong. Lochner needs to know. You have to break some ties to forge others. Can't be tied to everything. If we're going to reconnect the world, I need to reconnect with my sister first. So please, Sam. Do it. Sam. Take me home to Lochner.
I swear, if I have to drive her up the mountain range to her sister, I'm gonna flip a shit. At least give me halfway there. If I have to carry her, I'm going to flip.
Sam.
Oh my god.
Would you sit me up? I haven't been outside in a long time. It's just too much to take in all at once.
I can't.
You sure? Thought you might be claustrophobic after your time in the rubble.
I'll be fine, so long as I can see out of the bag.
I can't.
The warmth of the light, the touch of the wind, the scent of the world.
I don't get why I have to transfer people. Can't we just sit in the passenger seat and just chill? Why do I have to carry her? Why do I have to go back to Arabinta that's infested with all the BTs? Why? This is not cool.
Okay, Sam. Let's go.
I swear, if I have to fucking carry her from her lab to her sister, I'm going to flip a shit. I'm not asking to not I'm gonna have to carry this bitch all the way. I'm gonna have to carry this bitch the whole way. I am gonna have to carry this bitch up that motherfucking mountain. Bitch! I fucking hate this game, bro. Oh, here comes the golden mask, nigga!
But it looks to me like your hands are full.
No shit!
It's no biggie. We can always tweak the rules a bit.
You ready, Sam? It's coming.
Woo! He looks hungry. All you gotta do to make it out alive is not get eaten.
And then take the bitch
Sound
up the
like
mountain.
fun? Of course it does.
the fuck are we going to run to? Since when can I double jump? Okay, what's the fucking objective? Am I supposed to just get out the area? I guess. Oh, wow. Nigga, I don't even know where to run. Nigga, I don't even know where to run, nigga. Get up! Nigga! And I got no bombs on me right now, right?
You're in the clear.
She looks like she's fucking hurt. I can't. I lost my fucking bike. %16 damage. Well, it is what it is, I guess, right? I'm gonna need about 3 or 4 ladders.
Verifying ID. Clear. All welcome to South
And a second pair of boots.
Distribution center.
What's up, Giovanni? Get the bike. Get 4 ladders. And I'm gonna need some shit versus UTs.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
This is gonna be a pain. Four. Four blood bags. I got my extra boots. No, I don't. Yeah.
hospital I was staying at was crushed by a bridge. Still have nightmares about it. Still hear the cracks before it all came tumbling down. I've been scared to death of bridges ever since. And yeah, I know how that must sound considering our employer. I'm scared of the dark, too. Don't sleep anymore. Can't.
Yeah, man. Long story short, I just came for an area that was hard enough to get there by myself. But now I gotta bring this scientist chick to meet her sister in the same fucking place that I just came from after her bitch-ass sister turned me away, and I had to walk all the way the fuck back until I got to a halfway point so I can fast travel out of that fucking shit-infested shithole. And now she wants to rekindle with her twin sister, but I have to do it because I have to get the system online, so now I gotta bring her all the way into the fucking mountains with all types of demonic creatures and fucked up humans because Hideo Kojima thought this was a good idea. I'm feeling some type of way right now. No, this is part of the game. I gotta get her there. I'm not kidnapping her. And you'd figure with all this different delivery shit that they'd have a different way to transport humans, or she can just ride her own bike or walk alongside me, but no. I have to put them on my back, which limits how much shit I can carry. These niggas is trying to kill me. Uh-oh, here come the mule marauders again. How am I gonna do this? I guess I'm just gonna have to follow the water path or whatever. Or some, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Alright, almost out of their zone, and I can start making myself out of their zone. Now I gotta make myself up the river. I don't know if this is possible with her on my back like this. Did the cargo get hurt? Yep, it sunk. Oh well, good old fashioned moving her by my foot, right? I can make another fucking motorbike when I get up there. Alright, so it should be off and to the right. And it looks like I want to get on the right side here. So let me just get my little ladder out. Pretty, you can talk to her all she wants, man. She's gonna talk about. I just ended up severing her dead baby or some shit like that. I had to cut it with the cord. It's all kind of fucked up right now, man. She might not be in the mood to talk, actually. All right. I guess you could say that. Granted, the baby wasn't alive; it was a spirit baby. But regardless, I had to sever that connection from her baby.
Stay strong, Sam.
Got it.
Seems like I discovered a new pathway. Nothing.
You can do it.
No, she's not dangerous. It's just part of the storyline. We reached the point in the game at one point where you're doing that one fucking quest that no one likes doing and you have to do it. No way around it. You crazy, Dingo. Yeah, but you missed it. But I can't kill anybody, because remember, if you kill somebody, then a BT enables to actually consume it, they'll create a void out and blow up the whole area, so you can't really... You don't want to... Well, you don't want to kill them, because it attracts BTs and it's a whole fucking mess.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure after they killed me, they would probably try to steal a BB. Yeah, we're not going that way. Can't afford to with this cargo. We have to take the long way.
You can do it. Hold on, Sam.
I don't think that's a bad run though. I just have to run through here, but then that's a lot of bullshit. Don't know. Of course, this way is a lot safer. Online climbing anchor. I don't know.
You can do it.
Okay, so this is where the paths differ. I'm gonna save here, rest, and then take the longer path because might as well, so I don't have to jinx shit. So right here is a good spot. Be right back.
I'm going to Sam. Got it. You can do it.
This one's for you.
Hello? Yeah, what's up? No, I didn't turn the sound off at all. I don't know. It should be fine. Hey, anybody on the stream, can you guys hear me? It should be fine. Alright, so you're good. So it wasn't on my end. Yeah, bye. Yeah, I didn't think I was going crazy, man.
Hold on, Sam.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Sam Porter Bridges. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Thank you for your contribution. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Do you remember your own birth? Well, I remember being inside the room. I wasn't alone. I could hear my mother's heartbeat. Hers and Lochner's. We were conjoined twins. One and the same before we were born. But then they tried to separate us. The surgery. Not recovered. Anyway, the operation was successful. We were still on. We knew each other's thoughts without saying a word. My joy to her joy. Her pain was my pain. I know the sins was too great for us to overcome. Some may call it the kind of telepathy. Divided in body, joined in spirit. We had a beach just for us. And we shared our own private chiral network. And that's it. With Cupids, we can build one that will let everyone share in my head. I saw it all laid out before me after I signed up for Bridges. A network that could unite everyone, no matter how scattered or different. It can make us whole. It wouldn't be about bringing people into line. It would be about bringing them into the fold. Where they would share alike. I mean, it could change the world. Donnelly's help and finalize the Cupid design. But after the attack and the birth, everything changed. For the first time in my life, Lochner wasn't there. But I'm not alone anymore. I can feel her again. She's close. Thank you, Sam. I feel whole again. You and me, Six. Me and you. Sorry, Lochner.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome. Set decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Oh my gosh.
Ryan, no. sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you so much. I love you so much. It's good to hear your voice again. I shouldn't have kept you in the dark. Tried to save her. I couldn't. You don't have to say it anymore. Look, you need to fix his Cupid. I couldn't save our child, but you can save our world. Only you. I love you. You hear me? Forever. And always. Now, make the world whole, okay? Just like you make me.
As she and Locke and his daughter were tethered to the accident site, and this was no longer the proper move, and hid this by leaving one of her cufflinks on her wrist, effectively hiding her vitals. In addition, Mama was no longer properly living. See, but could not leave the lab as she and Locke's daughter were threatened to tether to the accident site. In addition, Mama was no longer properly living, and hid this by leaving one of her cufflinks off of her wrist, effectively hiding her vitals. Furthermore, Mama's monologue was severed, and in both fear and shame from what happened, Mama cut herself communications and alienated twins apart, so she was stuck there so that she was weak when she left. So means she was going to die as soon as she left the laboratory.
All that she went through, I had no idea. I thought she'd severed our bond on purpose, that she stole our child and ran. I fixed your Cupid like she asked. The limiter should be functioning properly now. There is one thing. Before I sat down to work, I took a long, hard look at the code. I'm pretty sure someone's tweaked it. Either that, or my memory's going to pieces.
Someone rewrote your code?
Rewrote might be overstating it. Let's just say it wasn't the latest version I released. And yet, because of it, I was finally reunited with Malingan. could be we found our culprit already. She died beneath the rubble, with our child still inside her. Her Ka passed over to the other side, but her Ha remained, bound to our dead daughter. She knew all of this, of course. That's why she kept one cuff loose. Didn't want anyone seeing her vitals. Shame she couldn't use her favorite invention. She did all that to keep me and our daughter safe. Sis? I can hear you. We're whole again. We're one. Like before in the womb, remember? Lingen. Lakna.
Thanks to you, Edgenut City is finally within reach. And you, Lakna, your work will help ensure that the chiral network remains online. Together, we might just make it all the way west. Now then, Sam, there's something else you ought to know. We've been studying the data from when you claim you encountered those soldiers. We had audio, which doesn't paint a complete picture on its own, but the languages, the names, and terms we picked out, the munitions we could identify, everything seems to indicate that you were on a battlefield over 100 years ago. World War I, to be precise. It wasn't a dream. Wasn't a hallucination. Maybe you were spirited away to another dimension or something. And given the time discrepancies, maybe you were sent to a beach. Can't say anything for certain. That said, I've never heard of a beach turned into a battlefield. But beaches are shaped by the will of the people who inhabit them. Perhaps Hartman can offer a more rational explanation. Beaches are his specialty. Unfortunately, he's still outside the chiral network. Anyway, get some rest. No use dwelling on questions we can't answer yet.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Oh wow, I guess they got divorced. Well, shit. Maybe I can give her that D.
EX grenade number 0.
Hello?
Ooh, looking for this? Surprise. Fragile warped me here. I finally got to visit the beach. Well, her beach. Don't worry, I didn't come all this way for the sightseeing. Your beloved BB has a serious issue. You may recall me explaining that these incubators connect BBs via the chiral network to their still mothers back at HQ. Bridge babies are quite literally bridges between this world and the other side. Their place is not here with us, nor with the BTs over there. They belong precisely in between, with no greater affinity for one world or the other. But BB-28 here has been leaning further and further towards the world of the living. Towards you, Sam.
It's because we're partners.
Partners? Sam, a BB's a tool, not a human being. Bridge, yes. Baby, no.
So tell me what the problem is.
This tool, this weapon, is transforming into a living being. It's gaining weight. Its brain activity is increasing. It's accumulating memories. BB-28 is becoming self-aware, becoming an actual child.
Doesn't sound like a problem to me.
It's hardware, Sam. Manufactured for a purpose. A purpose that cannot fulfill outside the pod. There is a 70% risk of catastrophic failure simply in removing it. Which hardly matters because at this point, it'll cease functioning within a couple of days.
Cease functioning.
That's right. Not even the pod will be enough. It'll be bricked.
What do we do?
We reset it. You'll have to leave it with me, of course. I'll cut the cord that links the two of you and then perform an operation that reconnects it to the other side. Think of it as a little tug to correct its alignment. To put it back where it belongs, right between the world of the living and the dead. But like I said, you'll have to be without it for a while.
You're sure this'll work?
Of course. One catch, though. The surgery may erase its memories.
Erase? Will forget me?
Relax. The BB will still function as intended. You just have to trust me. Come on. I'm telling you, it's like a game. Just select retry and start again. And this is why I hate these things. Sam, I was already filthy from my trip through the beach, but now your BB has added insult to injury.
You okay?
No one can spy on us in here. It's just you and me. No audio records of what we say. No video for lip reading analysis. Get closer. Die Hardman cannot know of this. Understood? I've been doing some digging into the first BB experiments. Officially, they were suspended by the government following a void out which claimed the life of the then acting president. Documents were shredded. BB technology banned, yes? But obviously, the experiments continued in secret, on the direct orders of President Strand.
Bridget?
The BBs were essential to solving the mystery of the Death Stranding. Oh, she had big plans for them. They weren't designed just to be BT detectors. She wanted to incorporate them into the chiral network to facilitate travel to the beach. But none of her plans ever came to fruition. And now BB Tech has fallen into terrorist hands.
What's Die Hardman's part in this?
I'm afraid to find out. I don't know how long he was working for Strand. I don't even know his real name or his face. I thought you might, since you two go further back.
He was already wearing a mask when I met him. Something about burning his face.
Right. Sorry. Any data we have from back then is classified at the highest level. As far as I know, the director is the only one with clearance. But the chiral network presents a new opportunity. By compiling fragmented data in the public domain from all across the country, I might be able to piece together a little more of the puzzle. Be careful, Sam. They're watching. Well, Sam, you're a good sport. I'll give you that. Still, it's a fine way to get out of doing the laundry.
Just fix BB, alright?
Oh no, you'll be doing the fixing. I'd never manage without your help. Check the delivery terminal upstairs for the details. When you're ready, of course.
That man tells me your BB isn't performing to spec. We'll have to put your primary mission on hold until we restore its functionality. It's our only Dooms-compatible unit. And you're gonna have to deal with more BTs as you head further west. Case in point, Amelie's informed us of a tar belt outside of Edgenot City. A massive region crawling with BTs that Higgs supposedly summoned. And as much as we want you to get her out as soon as possible, you'll have a snowball's chance in hell without your BB. So your first priority is to help Deadman restore it to working order. And since he's on site, maybe the two of you can discuss it in person.
Sam, I'm a little busy at the moment, so I hope you don't mind if we stick to Holland. First, I need you to link up a few preppers in the area so we can increase local chiral density. That's to bolster the connection between BB-28 and its still mother. Then, as I explained earlier, we need to correct your BB's alignment. To facilitate that process, we need to quite literally put some distance between you two. Keep it here while we send you out. If everything goes to plan, your BB should resume normal function.
Fortunately, this plan advances our other objectives. We want to integrate this region into the chiral network anyway. So build relationships with the preppers by making deliveries and convince them to come on board. It's not easy to make a home for yourself in those mountains. Even so, plenty of people had a mind to try. You'll find shelters scattered throughout. We've got a whole list of orders from them waiting to be processed. Remember, though, that you're dealing with folks who chose to live out there. Folks who probably value their privacy. Don't think for a second it'll be easy to win them over. You'll have to earn their trust, bit by bit, job by job. Another thing, Sam. You'll be making runs without a BB for a spell. That will vastly diminish your ability to detect BTs. So keep your eyes and ears open for anything out of the ordinary. And stay the hell out of the rain if you can help it.
Sam? You read me?
Lochna?
Uh-huh. Calling you via a Bridges dedicated line. I've been asked to carry on in my sister's place and provide you with support. We're whole again. One. Forever and always. We still speak, so I shouldn't have any trouble getting up to speed.
You back with Bridges then?
It's not about that. Never was. It's about what she wants. What we want. And why shouldn't we help you? You helped us. We're all connected now.
Thank you so much. Keep on keeping on.
Weapons restrictions listed. Beginning scan. Scan Bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
A delivery? Oh, good. Excellent. Everything appears to be in perfect condition. There's something I've been meaning to ask. Would you help me join the UCA? If me being a part of it ensures more people get the medical attention they require, then it's well worth the hassle. Thank you for that. I might not be as young as I once was, but I've still got plenty to offer. Oh, by the way, I came across something I thought you might find useful. You're more than welcome to it. Your deliveries have saved lives. And, as you know, every life that's saved is one fewer BT to deal with. Which in the long run means even more lives to save. Please, don't give up. No matter how difficult it may become, I implore you. see you've put another shelter on the network. Nice job. Chiral levels are increasing as predicted, which is good. As for BB-28, you'll be pleased to hear the operation went well. There should be no need for additional major procedures. We're not out of the woods yet, but I think it's safe to say that the worst is behind us. All that remains is to continue expanding the network, monitor changes as chiral levels increase, and make adjustments as necessary. Drug therapy should suffice. Keep it up, Sam.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Why can't I throw my grenade, bro? Well, I guess it's just bullshit then, right? We're just going bullshit. Fucking sucks, bro. What, I can't throw my grenades? Same shit, bro. Bunch of bullshit, bro. I'm holding L2 and I'm hitting the other one and I can't throw grenades before they get to me. Fuck off here, man. I don't mind not having my BT, but it's fucked up my controllers are not working. Come the fuck on, bro. There we go. That's how we should go. Jesus fucking Christ. When I get to the next place, I'm building like 300 fucking grenades. This is ridiculous.
Keep it cool.
I can't climb. Can I climb? A little bit there. Oh, I thought there was no podcast tonight. Unless maybe I misread something? Or maybe that was from last week? Let me see. Maybe that was last week I read that. I thought you were just sleeping in today. If not, we could definitely do it. I didn't know. I'm down for whatever. Alright, we're almost there. All I know is when I come back, I'm gonna have a shit ton of fucking blood grenades. I'm tossing bitches on the ground. Oh, okay. I read it. I just didn't reply. But yeah, if you're down, I'm down. I don't know if Random made plans. As long as he's down, we're good. Yeah, he said we're good, so we can start in 30. Well, I'll probably just break right here then. I don't know who the fuck would live out here, bro. That trip was hell. Woo! That trip was hell. But then again, if I had a lot of blood grenades, that'd be real easy. yeah, bitch, miss. I like to live out in the fucking coldness of the cold.
Handled with care, I see. I hear you're the one to talk to about the chiral network. Is it true that a contractor let me access your schematics and so forth? I want to share my research with everyone. Let them read it. Let them learn from it, like I learned from their work. Make me a part of the UCA. Very good, very good. Guess we're in this together now, Sam. I'd love to show you around the place, but it's a terrible mess.
Thanks, Sam. BB-28 appears to be on the road to recovery. Its affinity with the other side is growing stronger, as we hope. The convulsions and spasms have ceased as well. I know it's tough out there without a BB, but you've got to keep on fighting the good fight. Just like the kid is. Just like BB-28 is.
Sam, we've received an order from a new client. Check the terminal in Mountain Knot City for the details, and do it soon. Sounds like someone is in need of medicine.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery. Deploying autonomous delivery bot.
Oh, that's the roboticist's custom-made active skeleton, isn't it? Should be a big help on mountain trails or any lousy road, come to think of it.
Name's Sam.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scanning. Scanning weapons restrictions lifted.
Pretty much. Well, we're getting the hang of this, NYC. Damn, bro. There it is. Fuck that snow.
Sam. I'm here to help. Hey, everything's gonna work out, okay? But right now, I need you to focus. Think of where you want to go.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear.
Looks just as bad. Well, I'll just make sure I quit a lot of blood. I'm just going to stop right here. Just gotta make sure I got a lot of blood. Grenades, and I should be fine.
I'll be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I be saying that's fucked up, like, bro. You probably had the full washing set. Your shit be fire probably if they ain't cut your shit. Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.
There goes the boss of the operation. My father, Mary Wayne Petty Sr. Walking like he old. What's wrong with him? You're on camera. Say something.
Last night and night before, there was 3 women walking down the street that way. I saw them. I said, hey, you 3 women, why are y'all walking down the street that way? There's nothing down there. And they flew away. I saw them was some birds.
You're
Y'all walking down the street that way. There's nothing down there. And they flew away. I saw them was some birds. Street that way. There's nothing down there.
For the damned. Burn at war the ancients. Then I was a captive. It's the wake of a husband Valkyrian, and then sets Illidan free from his prison. The betrayer, after all, he'd been right, will be a powerful weapon against him.
What's up, everybody?
Okay. Hideo Kojima has 2 social media Guinness Book World Record. He has the most followers on Twitter for a video game director, and he has followers on Instagram for a video game director.
That's cool. This news game is
Hold up.
weird at first, but it's fun and it plays clean, so I can't complain. I knew it
Yeah,
wasn't.
I saw the UI. You know, the UI is real clean. I like that. I'm reading it in the
He
description.
warned everybody too. He said it's not gonna be like if you're expecting Metal Gear Solid. He's like, this is not that.
Well, obviously, come on. Why would you expect Metal Gear Solid? Why would
But
you
it
do
had
that?
he had like a little moment where you get a rifle and you're like, yeah, and you start gunning down niggas. I'm like, oh shit. Then you remember if you. Yeah, because you can't kill humans in this game. I mean, you can, but you don't. If you kill humans, it attracts BTs because BTs are.
What the fuck is a BT? It's
that's spirit demonic shit. And if a BT consumes a corpse, something about a creature from that world in our world, it's already bad. But when they touch something in our world and they consume it, it creates a void space. So picture like a small nuclear
black hole.
It blows everything up like in a 1,000-foot radius, and that's just one corpse. And everything is like just deleted and disintegrated, and no one can step inside that field. If you try to, it'll push you back. So when somebody dies, you need to take it they have a place called incinerator, and you have to incinerate the corpse, or you have to keep somebody dying from that creature.
So people don't get buried in it.
Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no.
That's because of that.
You know what exists? The incinerator. 15 miles outside of the city. I have delivered many dead bodies.
Gotta burn the bodies.
Oh, yeah, because if they necrotize, that's a whole set of problems.
That's, Game of Thrones, a bunch of other stuff.
Nigga, I wanted to shoot some of these niggas that are called mules. These niggas just, I'm gonna rob this nigga, right? And you're like, I want to gun you the fuck down. But then you're sitting there like, if I gun you down, it's going to attract BTs. And I'm like, I don't like you, bruh. But I really don't like BTs. BTs are fucked up, man.
I wonder why this game is not on Xbox. But it's on Steam, huh?
What? No, it's not coming out to PC next year.
Really?
2020.
Oh, I thought it came out. So it's only on PlayStation right now.
For right now, yes. Some people did cancel their orders because some of them canceled because they were like, oh, it's supposed to be exclusive, and they got mad. And some people said, well, I can just wait for it to come on my PC and experience everything great.
The collector's edition box for it is dope. I saw it in the store. I thought it was a whole PlayStation. It's literally just.
I hate you niggas.
No one likes you anyway, bitch.
Hey, God loves you, man.
When the Death Stranding comes, you the first nigga to go.
I ain't gonna go, nigga. I'm gonna fuck the Death Stranding, nigga. Get out of here. Debo, you don't know. You already stranded, nigga. I mean, nigga.
No, you meant what you said the first time.
See, I don't understand it. Yeah, I see what you said. Summer 2020. That's weird.
But it's a good game, man. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm only playing it for the storyline.
It's weird to say. They say, it's mixed reviews. Views are not mixed. There's a couple outlets.
The UPS simulator is pretty cool.
Well,
it's not a mixed review in my opinion.
It makes sense.
You have a solid 8, but there are a lot of really high reviews, perfect 10s, 9s, 8+s, and then you got the lowest review that I can see. Technically, IGN gave it a 6.8. I round that up to a 7. So there's a couple of the worst reviews in my opinion.
Say this. I'm hearing you here. I'm hearing you twice.
I'm only hearing him once.
You
have my stream
ain't
open?
the stream? Yeah, his stream, nigga.
No, well, right. Yeah, that's
It's me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be.
I'm sorry, guys. It was me. I had.
But a lot of people were saying oh, it's UPS. I don't understand why you delivering shit. I'm like, okay, motherfuckers live underground in these communities in these cities because they can't be out and about because of the BTs, and the only niggas that can transport shit are certified transport people. A lot of people don't realize
your Postmates carrier.
A lot of people don't realize that it's just like in America. Like if some calamity were to happen, you would still need a way to transport goods among places.
Yeah, you just call Jason Statham, dog. What you mean? He's done 17 transporter movies.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're right.
Yo,
that's the only transporter you need, dog. What you mean?
That's true, though.
Well, the fucked up thing is if you're a regular human, you gotta have that special BBE device, which is very expensive, in order just so the machine can detect where they're at.
Yeah. So what's a bridge, baby?
A bridge baby is
The
a
bridge baby lets
baby
you know when
that
BT's
is
around.
a baby that it was created inside of a laboratory from the still mother that is trapped between their
worlds.
world, the deaf
Yeah.
world, and the living. They stay in the middle, and with
So
them,
the BB's a conduit, essentially.
right, and they make it so that you hook it up to this machine that basically starts blinking and it points in the direction of a BT. So when that motherfucker lights up, you walk in the opposite fucking direction.
This little thing is your beacon, so you carry a baby to warn you of danger.
Right. Now, if you're a regular human, with that baby, you can only sense them. You cannot see them. The machine will go off. Right? However, if you are a demo, which is what, Norman Reedus is, he is a rank 1 demo, where he can only sense them. But with the baby, he becomes a rank 2, which allows him to see the baby. Rank 2s also, there's this other girl, she can see them, she's rank 2, but she has the ability to warp people through her beach. Picture, if you will, every human being has a soul, and that soul is their beach. And you can use your beach to travel to other destinations, which is pretty cool. Which is fine and all, but then I'm not gonna try to give away too much story. But them fucking around with the beaches and figuring, mankind can't leave well enough alone, and they keep exploring shit. I'm getting to a point where I'm thinking they fucked up everything. But that's it. And then
what you mean?
Yeah, and then there's like level 3 dooms who can actually summon those BTs and actually command them. It's fucked up.
Do you
What about
niggas
level
like?
4?
I don't know level 4 yet. I only know it's level 3.
Did y'all like the World song? Did y'all like the song with Keke Palmer and Thopmos and Duckworth and that shit?
In the game?
You said who?
I don't know.
The league song that I linked. Did y'all niggas like it?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, trying to whoop the shit out
True
of them.
Damage.
I thought the performance was good. The performance was like, man, that was crazy. If that was like somebody's show, like a group's show that you went to, that it had really high production value.
Oh, of course, that shit was fire.
Ryan did a really good job.
That opening ceremony was literally
and it was dope to see. It's a lot of like they had a lot of like True Damage sort of displays a lot of people of color. That's what they had 2, 3 black. Keke Palmer's up there.
They have 3 black guys. They have 3 black guys.
Yeah.
Latina Becky G and a Korean.
Yeah, Becky G, yeah.
And a Korean rapper.
I don't know, man. I mean, the shows is all that stuff, but it's like BlizzCon when they had that concert after BlizzCon. I wonder at what point you'd only see the people getting hype, enjoying themselves, and you just wonder if it's really worth it.
Oh, this was really well done.
Oh, it's like the KDA shit when they did Popstar. It's on the same level. I like this. I like how what's her name? Kenyatta? What the fuck her name is? Kiana. She came with the GG Easy on her tongue and that shit. I was like, what? A little wild for Riot, but okay.
It's funny because like
I don't like that GG Easy
Keke
shit.
Palmer, and then but she's not voicing Kiki, which is Kiana, the in-game character.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I never understood at an esports thing where they have a show because like no one's getting hyped like that. It just
them niggas are getting hype.
Associated, so
none of those motherfuckers are jumping and partying, getting all fucking hype.
So they have a Latino artist actually voicing the Latino, black artist voicing black. So Keke Palmer was Senna Lucian's wife, who isn't out yet, I don't think, but she's
out.
She's
out right now.
She's broken, right?
Bitch is broken.
Yep.
Who? Sienna?
Yep.
Yeah, she broken, nigga.
I haven't seen her. I just banned her every match.
Oh well, of course you ain't gonna see that broken bitch. That bitch got
Here's my thing. She's not broken. Everybody has one ban. If they think she's broken, you ban her. That's it. I've never seen her whole day. People have been cussing me out. I don't care. Fuck yo bitch. And one guy was like, well, you're just being spiteful. I'm like, I'm not being spiteful. She's new. Either she's broken or really good.
Yeah, she's broken.
I'm just like, we got 4 of the ban. I'm gonna ban her because I don't want to see her in my game.
She got group stuff, a global OT.
Well, I had one person that just fed. And like I said, I had one person that was good. Of course, they were the opposite team. And then at that point, I was just like, I'm just banning her. So every time I join these games, I ban her.
You playing rank, right?
Oh, no, I can't got banned because I called somebody horrible shit.
He said I got paid. I just noticed you on Debo SC3.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do for next season is I'm gonna have 2 accounts because I just basically told people to kill themselves. I'm like, bro, like
I got like 4 random accounts. Man.
When people don't make sense to me and they're illogical, I just tell them to kill themselves. Like, bro, like you don't make any sense right now. You're blaming me. I got your lane ahead. You're at bot lane. You're pushing the lane. You know there's a Yi and he's behind. You have vision. You don't respect the Yi. He does this 3 times and gets a double kill. Now the Yi has 6 kills. And now they're blaming him because Yi's fucking popping off. And then they said, oh, you suck because you should have went around more lanes. And I'm sitting there looking at me and I'm 8-0. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's my fault. And then
That's your fault,
I
nigga.
kept going in on niggas. I just, you know what bothers me? Human beings are selfish as fuck. Not all of them. And then a lot of people are very fucking ignorant. And you know what I realized? This is the reason why North America didn't make it to Worlds. Or I'm sorry, they didn't make it to past the group stages. Because it's a mentality. You know, it's a type of shit where these motherfuckers are selfish and they're always going to be bad. They are the shittiest server and the mentality is there. And it shows because our people copy our pros and our pros ain't shit. So then you got people screaming out GG easy, talking shit in all chat. Why do we even need an all chat in ranked play? We don't need to communicate with another team. That's probably the smartest thing Blizzard said. I just get sick of people. Because at the end of the day, no one wants to be accountable for their actions just like real life. And everybody wants to blame everybody else.
I say let it be toxic as fuck.
I think they should. And then Ryan endorses like, you know, Tyler and all this other Tyler 1 and all this shit. It's fucking stupid and hypocritical.
You're right, Debo. It's absolutely right. It's just like the FGC, the fighting game community. It's the same way. The Koreans and the Japanese and basically all the foreigners, they fucking mollywop our asses. Right. They mollywop our asses.
But then you got niggas fighting amongst themselves.
No, motherfuckers. There are motherfuckers out there that will fucking just bend Sonic Fox over.
It's a cultural thing, man.
I mean, cause you know they share. See, we Americans, we find out some new shit, we keep it to ourselves. But the Japanese and the Koreans and whoever, they share amongst each other.
Nigga, why would I want to put you on, nigga? Fuck out of here.
Because they see, and that right there, exactly. We have no collective identity. They have a collective identity. So a lot of times they will do it. So like the Chinese, right? They'll represent for the LPL. They'll represent the region. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like, okay, so yeah, there's 3 Chinese teams here. I want all the Chinese teams to make it to top 4. Even if I like some of these guys from other, you know what I'm saying, from these other regions, I'm gonna say.
Oh, you hear China saying that? As long as somebody, we're just happy to bring it home for China, and that's what they
right. And so like NA and EU, they don't, you know, the West doesn't have that collective sort of identity. You know what I mean? And with no collective identity, you don't feel connected to anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
like I got mine. You motherfuckers better get yours.
Exactly. It's an every man for himself mentality. And that's why, you know.
Miss me with that bullshit. I freaked it.
Look, man, I dealt with that shit in Stranding. I'm connecting all these motherfucking communities together, and I'm the nigga that's doing all the fucking hard ass work. I went through a fucking mountain range, a fucking 3 sets of river to use 6 ladders to get across, and I get to this bitch, and she's like, oh, you know what? I don't like your people because they did this, and I'm not gonna join the network. I'm like, bitch, I have a thermonuclear device on me right now that I could not bump, and I got here with only 5% damage on the cargo. Bitch, I will blow us all up. And here's a crazy thing. The main character, he can die and come back to his body. He has a thing that's called the ability called separate, which means he can come back to his fucking body. So people motherfucking NPCs in the video games are assholes. People in real life are assholes. People are all a bunch of assholes. And they don't need to be. I saw a black boy pick up an elderly white woman and slam the fuck out of her outside of Popeyes. I'm like, man, that's kind of brutal. Why did he do that? I did a little more digging. There shows a video inside the Popeyes, and she was calling that boy a nigger. And I told people, I don't agree with the boy slandering that elderly lady like that because I don't want to go to jail. However,
that bitch had the nerve to say that shit. Coming to her.
But this is what I say. If she would have never said nigger, if you guys stop saying it, we won't have this problem. If she would have never said nigger, she would have got slammed. So it is what it is.
As entitled as she felt to say that shit, he felt entitled to
slam the shit.
Her.
She
But it's okay.
She bounced on the floor.
But you want to know something? It's okay. She's going to get paid.
Well, exactly. So here's the thing: she dealt with the consequences of her actions. He's going to deal with the consequences of his. So whatever he gets as a result of that, we can't feel sorry for it because he made a decision in that moment. You know what I'm saying? What did Nipsey Hussle say, dog? He say, dog, we gotta change the way that we react to being disrespected. You know what I'm saying? You have a choice when somebody disrespects you.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
For me,
you don't have to, and it's not, and it's almost going to be some. It's not even really some turn the other cheek thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
That's what that's what it is,
let me,
man.
but let me
Go
think
ahead, go ahead,
about
go
what
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I have to realize, bro. Listen, we have to be smarter than that as little black boys, black men, whatever, because we have to understand. Listen, we don't. I say this all the time at work, dog, because like sometimes we don't want to check ourselves. It's uncomfortable. I get it, but listen, you got like Debo, you say this all the time. That's why you dress a certain way. You don't wear certain things because you know how the world sees you, and that if you dress
this
that
is
way,
true.
you're already seen.
However,
you 6'3", 200 plus
I
pounds,
do.
bro. You already seen as a threat.
I do appreciate the people who don't mind taking jail time to prove a point.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as it's not me. As long as it's not me.
Right. So that's, and I tell
like if that nigga gets a GoFundMe for a lawyer, I will pay for his GoFundMe.
See, that'll never be me. See, if that was me in that video, it would have been much worse, right? It would have been me slamming it, then y'all would see the police chase, y'all would see the shootout, and you would
retarded.
Hey, no, I'm not going to jail, dog. I'm telling you, like, period. I'm gonna die. Like, if ever I do something,
my man said, period, nigga.
If ever I do something prison worthy,
I'm gonna tell you, the turning the other cheek is a nice thing. But what I've learned with people,
I'm not saying
well, okay, I'm just saying in general. I realize that a lot of people who you're nice for, a lot of people take advantage of it. A lot of people don't appreciate it. I feel like it's 90%. But the way I feel is this: human beings only learn through suffering. If I had the power to make somebody suffer, I would. And I know that sounds dark and demonic. I tell you guys, I can't have power because I would rather have you suffer. That lady had like 5 broke ribs, something, and she won't be able to walk for like 9 months. Now,
that'll heal.
Now, that'll heal, but she's older. It's gonna take a lot longer, and she's not going to be ever the same. But the next time, I guarantee
his life might be over.
Well, and if his life's over, it is what it is. But like I said, he might have just been. He
initiated it.
It might have been karma that worked through him. Now he could have got 6 years, 7 years. I don't know how long he did.
She verbally assaulted him.
Here's my thing. Every time here's my thing. Look. Here's the whole point. You're missing the picture. The picture is this. Every time a motherfucker sees one of us wild now, if we just get the reputation, it's like, hey man, if you say the N-word whatsoever, motherfucking black people just go the fuck off on spot. If everybody knew that we had an intensity and a craziness, a lot more of us get up in jail, but I guarantee you, less people will do that shit.
I agree with you that the fear of us has been lost, but we lost that years ago. It's too late to go back. So here's the thing, right? You know what I'm saying? For me, and this is why, like, listen, I like the color red. I got these red Pumas I wear all the time. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, there are Crips around. You know what I'm saying? They saying stuff, whatever, dog. I don't engage. You know what I'm saying? One, because I'm not a blood, so you're not disrespecting me by calling me slob or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But even though I know that might be your intent by saying all of this stuff, like, look, you ain't put your hands on me, you know what I'm saying? We don't have a problem. Say what you want to say, bro. I'm cool. Because I don't want them problems. You know what I'm saying?
Because Saviors will kill them motherfuckers.
Nah, here's the thing. I'm not bulletproof, and I know this. See, that's what I'm saying, dog. I've been through much. So, CeeLo Green said, I know too much and I owe too much, dog. Listen, I know too much. I've been through too much, dog. I seen the hardest niggas get killed. I know how that shit works. Ain't no motherfucking body bulletproof on this goddamn planet. All these niggas walking around like they the hardest motherfucking gangsters and shit in the world. Our hardest rappers, the hardest gangsters, the hardest drug dealers, they all die. All the movies that motherfuckers idolize, Scarface and shit like that, these niggas die at the end, bro. They ain't living no fucking happily ever after, brody. So listen, my life.
You no dap to me, nigga.
My life is worth more than a motherfucker calling me nigga.
Damn, he
You know
took
what
all
I'm
your
saying?
fucking life, Debo. God damn.
That's just how it goes, man. Look, I understand all that, but look, I'm at a point now where if a nigga wants to wild out and he's okay with eating the time, but he can send a message, send a fucking message.
Yeah, here's my thing. That's what I'm saying. But you see how you saying another
How's
nigga.
that lady gonna get
I'm
paid?
saying.
Sue Popeyes, the fuck you mean?
I'm saying for me.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what
for
I'm
me,
saying?
if it was a lady
that
who
shit
was
ain't
saying all that
working
racist stuff,
for me.
I would have took the route of recording her at the job, getting mad at my boss because he didn't show her off, or she would have stayed there, then I would have showed the police, I would have got her name, her face, and I would have made her lose her job, and I would have fucked up her livelihood. So, whether it's her livelihood or her getting slammed on the
Here's
ground,
thing, though, right?
that's just how I do it.
A white person calling you the N-word is disrespectful, right?
No, I mean, to me, I don't really care.
Hear me out. Like, hear me out. No, it's disrespectful, right?
I guess.
That's the big thing. It sets people off. It hurts their feelings. But we don't react in the same way to disrespect of every kind. Certain disrespect, we can let it go. So why can't we let this disrespect go?
Because they use that word to kill us, to lynch us, and everything else. You just keep all this. We gotta, we gotta be more strategic in how we think. We are the only ones that have to modulate our behavior to make other people comfortable.
What is the difference between the disrespect?
Savius, okay, Savius, you get into this philosophical.
Of the same color. Ain't no philosophical.
No. Sometimes, but Savius, at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker know. Okay.
What you talking about? Ain't no philosophical.
You just gotta let a motherfucker
shit.
know.
This is real motherfucking life. I'm talking real shit because I go through this shit every month.
Oh yeah, I know none of us are gonna basically put hands on a lady and stuff like that.
And what I know, that nigga shit don't bother me.
Debo, no.
For me, like I said, I'm at a point where I feel like people need to suffer because a lot of people are ungrateful, and a lot of people have been doing this shit for hundreds of years. And if they haven't learned from the ancestors from fucking up and doing all law shit, they still feel like they're saying it.
I'm not going to jail because of.
Oh no, I don't think you should go to jail. But if you were to do something smart, track down where the person lived, wore a ski mask, and then my whole point is you go to that person's house. And you just straight up just break their kneecaps. Hey, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Hey, look, I think it is. Cause you know what? I'm at a point where I'm just like I can agree.
Or something like that.
I think most definitely. I'm saying that's cool, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying we're at a point now where we're in America.
What did Black say? I got real shit to stress about, man. I ain't worried about that shit.
My whole point is just, look, man. Like I said, motherfuckers have gotten too crazy. People need to be put in their place. And
y'all niggas can agree to disagree. Shit.
I mean, that's fine.
That's why I said we've done that. What you mean? I said he said that's for him, and I said that from my point, for what I know and what I've been through, it's not worth it. So I wouldn't do it, and I wouldn't let any of my people.
Yeah, well,
I let them know, nah, dog, it ain't even worth it.
She ran her mouth with the word nigger. And they said that multiple times. They asked her to leave. She didn't want to leave. She stayed in there until they had to physically push her out. And she got dealt with. And a lot of people were sticking up for her. A lot of people were saying, oh, it should never come to that. We should have hit her.
Fuck that bitch.
They told her to leave. She didn't want to leave. She was being menacing and threatening. And the same standard for a black man. If we didn't want to leave, then, they showed up shooting us. And the world is not fair. So she got slammed. And that's just how it goes. So I hope somebody pays. If he opens up a GoFundMe with his lawyer account, I'll put money on his books. I'll put money on whatever to get the lawyer.
Here's something else I know from life experience. Rule number one of the game is don't get caught, bro. You've never seen me on. You never will catch me on video committing a crime.
Oh, World Star.
You'll never hear me recorded in any form of fashion admitting to having committed a crime or participated in a crime, because again, I know too much. You know what I'm saying? I just I've been around this shit.
But those active shooters that start shooting up places and recording shit and going off on people and stuff like that, I don't agree with what they did. But then you start seeing more people starting to do it and stuff like that. And now you see people actually doing school shooting drills and trying to get rid of bullying. You want to know why? Because some motherfuckers got tired. and motherfuckers start shooting up schools, which is a horrible thing to do. And they did it in a wrong, negative way. But if you do some radical, crazy shit, and everything is taught us in history with the aggression and all the crazy shit that people do, unfortunately, I don't know why it takes such a cataclysmic, fucked up event for human beings to respond.
That's why my rule is just be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I.
Let's get started on this podcast.
I'm just cool. I'm cool with everybody. I can be cool with anybody. I don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? Because I know.
No, don't start. No, won't be nothing, man.
I love that saying.
I mean, it's all. I mean, all this, you know, all this thinking strategically. But I, you know, you just got to bust a motherfucker upside down.
Hey, somebody said in the comment section, hey, you can see like all the black people's faces when that white leg gets slammed. Like they were just like, oh, he did the shit I wanted to do, but I couldn't.
This is true. I mean, I get it. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Don't start nothing.
Tired, man.
Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't write checks that your ass. Don't let your mouth write checks that your ass can cash. You know what I'm saying? Right. I get that, but see, I don't live that way. Is what I'm saying. Because again, I know that ain't nobody bulletproof, myself included. Just because I got a gun don't mean you ain't got one. Don't mean I'm a better shot than you. Be better than me on that day. Then guess what? I had a strap and still died. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at the Nipsey Hussle situation. You know what I'm saying? Hustle put a lyric in his music. Hustle been a shooter. That's a fact, nigga. He wasn't a shooter that day. That day he was the victim. And that's not to disrespect Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? That's just the true fact right there. And that's a part of the game.
I'll just say
the hardest niggas die. And bullets ain't got no motherfucking name.
I'll say sometimes the hardest niggas win. If you look at Mexico bowed down to the cartel, and the military of Mexico gave up to the cartel. So sometimes the hardest motherfucker does win.
Nah, it's because you want to know why they winning? Because the cartel don't play by the rules, and the government is hamstrung by the rules. Watch the government reach the point where they're like, you know what, all bets are off and the rules is over. And we'll see who the hardest.
Well, all I know is they let what's his name kids run.
I know because they don't play by the rules. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you don't play by the rules, you can, you know what I'm saying? You basically cheating. You can play freer when you're not playing by the same set of restrictions. It's like fighting somebody wearing handcuffs.
Well, I will start. I'll start about this in this podcast topic. This is my tip of the day. Don't say nigger into a room full of black people and don't expect to get your ass not slammed. That's my words of advice.
I think y'all missed my whole point.
No, the whole point was that he shouldn't have did that, and he shouldn't have did that. He should, because his life is ruined. You know, he's gonna go to jail for 7-8 years. He's gonna go through the.
If he's good with that, I agree.
And it's like for me. But you know what? If she is, this will tell you something. The reason I say this, I've seen 3 separate videos of white people in Popeyes or in certain areas screaming out nigger. So if they are so comfortable saying it in a place that has predominantly black people, and they're like that now, then I think we went in the wrong direction.
I'm gonna tell you just a small story just to relate it. Somebody I know was shot, right? Okay, we know who the shooter was. All right. Somebody else went back, shot, and killed the shooter.
The woman's attorney told the local ABC affiliate that his client's words don't justify Hughes's actions. You know what? These motherfuckers. Like I said, fuck that bitch.
What a certain, even Kanye West, I can't remember the exact line. You know, he was talking about it like when it happens, both sides lose somebody. You know, one person gets buried, the other person goes to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
if I'm reading this story, guys, let me just. If she said something that she regrets, that's that first part right there. If she said something that she regrets, it doesn't give a grown man the right to chase her into the parking lot as she is trying to leave the store and body slamming 55-year-old grandmother down on the concrete. Do you see that right there? Did you see that right there? You see that right there, guys? Guys, did you pick up on that?
Yeah, sure, we were gonna, because after what happened.
She's the victim. She's the victim. White womanhood, she's a victim.
I just came here to do a podcast.
Let's do the podcast. Come on.
You know, and like I said, I used to say this all the time, you know what I'm saying, back in high school, you know, because cats used to try, you know, because they was. I'm still, you know, I'm a big dude. Everybody thinks, oh, you big and aggressive. Nah, man, I'm cool. I've always just been cool. But my thing is, you know, hey, just don't test me, man. Don't put your hands on me. And, you know, so you say what you want to say, but don't put your hands on me. You know, and we'll be good. So, I don't know. You know, everybody's different, I suppose.
Pretty much.
If you say nigga to a room full of black people, don't surprise you get fucked up.
Only one of them reacted that way. You know what I'm saying? So,
don't say nigga in a room full of black people and not expect to get tested.
So only one person did what we call crashed out.
That was in that video. The other video had they wait for the nigga to get outside, and they had 8 niggas beat up on this dude that was screaming nigger. And then the fucked up thing about it, when the dude was inside screaming nigger and saying all that shit to those black people, the manager didn't try to stop or de-escalate the situation or ask the customer to leave. Only when the dude started whooping that dude's outside, she was Hispanic, and the dude that she was killing out, and when the dudes were whooping his ass outside, then she tried to step inside and stop them from hitting her. So you didn't want to stop when you were inside and he was yelling nigga, but soon as you get outside and he starts getting one of his ass whooped, then you want to stick up. So like I said, don't say nigga in a room full of black people and be surprised when shit go down. And sometimes some shit may not go down. But people gotta stop, man. Anyways, I miss Obama. Welcome to Deepest Friend Podcast, episode 205, where we talk about everything and anything in the world of podcast gaming. Join my good friend Savius Random NYC. We're gonna go through these topics and knock them out. And the first topic on the list tonight, which I was actually kind of sad about today, it's the end of Worlds for League. China is number 1. FPX went 3-0 over G2 in the World Esports Finals. I kind of feel that the best matches I witnessed were involving, there was one that was involving G2 and SKT, and there was one where it was from last year's winner IG versus FPX. I think that was
the semifinals. Those were the 2 semis.
Yeah, those 2 matches were better than the finals because China just swept Europe 3-0. And here's my thing: I don't understand how the fuck you get swept like that, man.
It's funny that you say that. G2 actually put up a better fight than IG did. While IG won a match, IG lost every game that they lost in under 30 minutes. FPX beat the dog shit out of IG. They did not beat the dog shit out of G2. They were better than G2. And I knew this. I called this. I said if the same FPX from last week shows up this week, G2 does not have
my
a
whole
chance.
thing is with at least IG got one match off. G2 didn't get any.
IG got the shit beat out of them, Debo. Keep it real.
Both of them got fucked up.
Way
I go by numbers. I'm a numbers man. I look at facts and numbers.
Look at the numbers all the time. Sometimes you have to look at what you're seeing.
But my thing is that I think G2 did a phenomenal job for EU. I think they showed up and they did an alright job, but they couldn't even get one match. And their picks were crazy.
G2 still the second best team in the world.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely, that will get about that and stuff like that. But I'm just talking about if we're just looking about the comparison.
Still the second best team in the world, better than.
I'm sorry, what? Who?
G2 still better than IG. That's a fact. You want to talk numbers, right? You said numbers.
I don't know. Fact. Here's the thing.
They were in the finals.
IG on their side was just basically random. It was all about luck. IG played FPX. There was no way for IG.
They still had to play the games. They played the same team. As a matter of fact.
Here's my whole thing, though. Okay, so both played the same team, and one team got one, and one team got one win off the team, and the other one didn't. I would say the one that got no wins. Oh, most definitely. But if we had to come to the decision, come to the fact like which team did better overall.
We're talking about how the way the tournament works.
We would look how
numbers disrespect the numbers.
But the numbers said one team pulled one win off.
G2 is the second best team.
One team pulled off the one win against the world champion.
Excusing it.
For what?
G2 is the second best team in the world. That's a fact. Period.
Well, I'm not saying that. We're arguing apples and oranges. I'm just saying that the whole thing about G2 is that G2 didn't have to go and fight IG before. you know, and stuff like that. Both G2 and both G2 and both IG, they both played against FPX or whatever.
FPX dodged a bunch of Korean teams
and stuff like
American
that.
Team.
That's the same thing. I agree with that too. But the interesting thing is both teams fought the world champions. And both those teams fought the world champions once in the semis, once in the finals, and then after that, only one team was only able to take one win off them, and the other team got swept. So I mean, you know, if we go to the NBA Finals and other things like that before,
total.
Well, I'm just talking about
G2 either lasted longer or they lasted the same exact amount of time as IG did, because like I said, IG's losses were all sub 30-minute losses. Well,
right.
G2's losses, I believe, each were 40 minutes plus. They were not crushed in the same fashion that IG got crushed, and it's mostly because FPX has had IG's number for quite some time.
Well, for me, it's just I'm just shocked that G2 couldn't even take a single match off them, and I'm like, why couldn't he even take one single match? And I'll say this, like somebody said in the chat, it's just the pixels were real bad.
Nobody can beat that.
Like I remember, like on the G2, they're going against one of
beat FPX in that.
Oh, I'm sorry. With the G2
still dominated that.
Well, I mean, like I said, I just at the end of the
matches. I watched every single one.
I watched the matches too. I just say they were able to take. I think they were still dominant. I think they were able to take off one match, and you know, G2 didn't.
Even that.
And then even with G2, their person that they picked, I'm sorry, for their choices were very bad today. It's like G2 they actually picked the Rise. Right? It's very simple. G2 lost the finals.
Lost the finals. Best team in the world.
Okay.
So here's my big
which
thing.
Makes them place higher than IG, which makes them better than IG. That is a fact. Everything else is opinion.
Well, the reason I say this, both teams, G2 and IG, both played the world champions currently, FPX. When FPX went against IG got one win out of the best of three or whatever.
Still didn't help their placement in the tournament.
And when G2 played against them, they couldn't even get one win. And that's the thing that just shocked me the most. And then the reason why I was also shocked, and I watched all the matches, at one point the homeboy was playing... I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I wasn't shocked at all. I called it 3.
Well, with the beginning of it, it's like their choices were really bad in terms of their drafting and picking Rise and picking stuff like that. I felt like more they played.
What's on Rise? Rise is ridiculous.
Just the versus the best mid lane of the world, and for the certain picks and stuff like that, and then the other things they were trying to do, it just didn't come to fruition. And then at sometimes when they were doing okay, well they've nerfed them into the ground. And granted, I think some people can play.
That like it wasn't playing into Doingby, it was having to deal with TN.
Well,
and his Lee Sin. The biggest problem about G2's drafts, they never banned Lee Sin. TN carried this finals. That's why he got MVP. He was crucial to their early game. If TN did not get going, FPX would not have rolled. He was so key and clutch into getting them through the semifinals and into finals.
If they're having that much problem if they're having problems with that much of the Lee Sin, and he carries so hard, they should have targeted the bans around him.
That's what I said. They should have banned the Lee. That was their issue.
But that's the problem with G2. It's just I think, but see, they're not utilizing their picks and they're not utilizing their bans correctly to stop the threats of what they're doing.
Do what they coaches say,
and that's the whole part of G. The coaches are part of G2.
That's what I'm saying. Like they got like the draft.
So I'm just a little bit sad that they went through the whole tournament, went through the whole gauntlet, took down SKT, and they couldn't even muster 1 million win versus the
SKT's
finals.
Not that good. Like everybody.
No, but I mean, it's still they're still a good legendary team, and the SKT still did pretty deep and stuff like that. And
realize that.
Well, I'm just saying in general, like I said, they went through it's just kind of lame. You go through the whole tournament and you can't even get one win off the last guys. I think G2 still did very well. They are the second best teams in the world. But I mean, it's just like when people, it's just like in the NBAs and stuff like that. No one wants to see a sweep. You just want to see at least them get one win.
Yeah, I'd love to see a sweep. Well,
here's the whole thing.
If a team is better, they better.
At the end or whatever and stuff like that, the thing that just weirded me out the most was it's just like I just can't believe they couldn't even just get one win, and it was just purely between their bands and their choices. And I think comparative how G2 was playing, I think G2 was playing very good in the tournament, and making really good decisions.
They
and stuff.
could not fuck
and
with FPX.
they dropped the ball.
There's no one who could beat this FPX.
Well, I mean,
and nobody
until next year, and they won, and they, yeah, exactly.
And with 2019,
yeah, and with FPX, I'm pretty sure they'll go through the same trials and tribulations that SKT had to go through.
Yeah, they
like
might
that.
Repeat. They might repeat. We'll see what happens. But there's gonna be a lot of meta changes.
I just hope whatever team gets to the finals again, they show the same level of smartness and actually utilizing what their enemy opponent is doing, because it really felt like G2 didn't respect FPX and they made a lot of bad bans and a lot of bad picks. That's just kind of how I feel.
They didn't ban the Lee. They didn't. They really didn't respect Tian's Lee, and they didn't respect certain things. They didn't ban the Nautilus away from Doinby. They took it away one time as support, but like there was, you know what I'm saying, hey, if it is his last year, hey, go out a champion. I would win a ring and then quit. No wrong with that. He got a wife, right? His wife is cute too.
Well, just hopefully next time, like I said, it's just they do a little bit more research into their people, figure out what's going on, and then hopefully, they can make a better decision.
G2 is arrogant, no doubt. You arrogant. Like you saw Perkins tweet.
It just
about doing what he wasn't going to be the second best mid in the finals.
Because what disappoints me with EU, and it disappoints me with NA, is that it's nice that EU got to the finals and the second best team in the world, but what disappoints me is that you'd figure that since the first time they won in season 1, they would have took this shit a little bit more seriously. And all that kind of stuff. But I mean, that's the problems in the kind of some of the European areas, not as much as America, and that's the problem with North America. You just got a lot of these kids just not respecting. Look, we got all these fans. They pay all this money. They support all of us. Let's just take these finals a little serious. Maybe we can't win, but we can give them a fight of a lifetime. And all that kind of stuff.
Him and Random have no interest.
I'm sorry, guys.
But like I said,
the next topic is I have.
But it was just
okay, I gotta start. Y'all gotta start letting me know what topics are cool to talk about and what.
It's a big thing in the world of gaming. League finals are a big deal. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna poo-poo on it. Just go ahead.
No, if you don't want to discuss it, if y'all don't want to have input, it's pointless right now. It's literally just a back and forth.
Well, and that's fine. That's fine. But like I'm just saying, for me at least, it's just I wish the finals would have been a little bit better. Congratulations on G2 for becoming in second place. They still did a phenomenal job.
I can talk about this forever,
and
I can do this whole show about G2 versus FPX.
Right. And just in general, man, of everything that's going on, I just have to say I was very happy about the finals. Congratulations to FPX for playing such in a dominating fashion. It was nice to see SKT get towards the finals, and it'll be interesting to see if they hold their little lead on and if they can do it next year. I look forward to the changes that are coming up. But like I said, man, I look forward to. I'm looking forward to what their new games are, because I think League is so old now that Riot's gonna need to start pushing those other games that we saw and start getting them into the limelight so that people can start seeing what's up. But anyway,
only thing I gotta say about Worlds real quick is I like the fucking music and I like the skins.
Yeah, the music. Was
I don't watch Worlds. And I mean, I don't mind YouTube going back, but if you don't like that, hey, that's cool. We can change it up with the league stuff.
I'm just saying, like it's
I think it's fine. Just sometimes it'll be like if we had a cosplay, topic, then NYC's a specialist in that. And I probably won't say much, but then I might have a question or two to ask. I'm like, oh, what happened with this?
Yeah. I mean, wow. All I know is I want to fuck Becky G, Kiki Palmer, and the Korean rapper.
Who's that?
You didn't see the Korean rapper.
It was a cute little video.
Fifth, True Damage. True Damage. All of the female members.
Oh, okay. I know who they are. They're pretty cool and stuff like that. But let's go next topic. Let's see. We got Fortnite cheater hit with lifetime ban. Cries about a year later.
Shit, I got a lot to say
apologies.
about this bitch
And
ass
Ninja is a piece of shit. Well, I mean,
it sums it up. It sums it up.
The one thing I saw with this kid that's crying.
Nigga, all right, nigga, we ain't going that fast.
Well, the crazy thing is, when I saw this kid and I read all the comments that people were defending him, it just basically proves if you're the right skin color, if you're the right type of person, and people like you, they will literally let you get away with anything. And the crazy thing is that these kids.
Is that a mushroom on his head?
I don't know the fuck it is.
Well, the key thing is that with this kid, he got caught cheating, and he tried to underplaying it, saying,
Wait,
I didn't
Debo,
use. Yeah, go ahead.
He didn't get caught cheating. He made a video of him cheating for content on YouTube.
Like
he
an
made
idiot.
this. No, he didn't get caught. He did this, and he said he was doing it for his fans. He wanted to show them how aimbot's working, make it crazy, and be like, I just wanted my fans to see, fucking aimbots. He didn't get caught. He did this on purpose.
I did a lot of research on this, and the person who this is what happened, right? The person that turned him in was the person who got him got all this shit set up for his account, and also the one that aided him get all the setup for this aimbot program or whatever. The guy recognized who he was and turned him in. The guy, whoever runs the cheat that this guy used, he's the one that put it out.
That's like you selling steroids to an athlete, and then you realize, hey, I know this
maybe
guy,
he didn't want to.
Right?
Maybe he didn't get the money that he wanted. Maybe he didn't get whatever. And
We don't see it. You're right,
and
we don't know that
and
part.
people went back into a lot of his footage, and they saw what was going on. Now, hypothetically, let's just say that let's just say I wanted to make a video about account sharing in World of Warcraft and what not to do. And this is why you shouldn't do it. And I make a video, and it says this is just for people, so they know what's up, so they don't do it. And Blizzard bans me. I gotta kind of know. Well,
that'd be dumb as
you know the risk that you're taking.
That's just dumb as fuck.
And exactly what you just said, Debo. He knew the risk. This is why he's a crocodile tears. And
if he's banned, he's not banned from Fortnite for life.
He's banned for life.
All the creators don't.
Supposedly. We don't know.
Right. I think he could. Right. He could probably just make another account. Right. It's not that serious.
No, he can't make another account. He's banned from Fortnite content. He can't even do Fortnite content.
Well, that sucks to be him. He shouldn't have did it.
It was like, and somebody was saying, actually, Ninja's bitch ass saying that, well, he could just do the Title 1 thing and only play offline and but I don't even know if this is because it's like do they even do IP bans anymore? Which doesn't because you can just use a VPN.
Yeah, I mean if they wanted, they would have to do a Mac. They would have to do a Mac ban at that point, right?
Yeah, they can backtrace your public facing IP address to your private IP.
And like I said,
and then they can ban your nick.
Yeah, but I don't think they go that.
And here's something's cool. If he doesn't want to play Fortnite and he's a really good player, he could take his fandom and the base that he got, and he can go over and he could play Apex Legends.
They have cheaters all the time over there.
Look, he's
their whole
17
fucking
years
community
old.
is shame. Cheaters.
He's 17 years old. Listen. Counter-Strike Go exists. Apex Legends exists. Call of Duty exists, dude. There's a big fucking League of Legends is about to have first-person shooting. Spellbreak, yeah. The Battle Royale. Maybe you can go there and get it popping if you're really good. If you have 2 million subscribers on YouTube, start doing Spellbreak. It's really there for you. Maybe you could make Spellbreak a big thing. And if you're that good, Spellbreak is a shooter. It's a fantasy shooter. You know what I'm saying? I like it. But it's just really weird, and it never took off. It isn't, but you know what? That is another sort of Epic exclusive. Epic doesn't.
My problem is my whole problem is how people acting like this motherfucking life is over.
Well, and let me put it. He has 2.3 million subscribers on YouTube. At least 400,000 will stay for his content.
Of course they would.
So the average YouTuber, if you're making $200,000 a year, you're working equivalent to $60,000 to $70,000 a year as a YouTuber. That's just from YouTube. That's not from Twitch. That's not from the sympathy shit. You know what? It is what he does. You play stupid games. Like if you play with if this kid play with the gun, you know, like and he shot himself.
Yo,
people
the
be
thing
like,
is,
whatever, right?
the thing is, this nigga ain't. I mean, okay, you lose one of the things, like you say, he can switch. The thing is, he still got a fucking big demographic on YouTube. He still got Instagram. He still got Twitter. You can make money off of all these fucking platforms. If you and you are in phase, nigga. Tell these niggas. Like,
he has
utilize all.
him.
This nigga got so many fucking resources. This nigga got everybody riding his dick and saying, this nigga is gonna be fine. Little Timmy is gonna be literally fucking fine.
All the people that are saying that the ban is excessive, particularly
I disagree.
Ninja, and saying that it's an excessive ban. And Ninja basically says that as a popular content creator, there needs to be a double standard for you. He essentially said, he's quoted as saying, let me read this here. Where's the quote at that I read to you random? He's quoted as saying, there's a difference, and I watched a video where he did say this, so there's nothing lost in translation here.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a content creator who has millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands of followers, that gets banned from what literally makes him money, and some kid who's just a piece of shit, has absolutely zero following, has zero money that comes from Fortnite. It's different. The stakes are different. He later on goes, say, well, you know, this needs to be addressed differently, because here's one guy who relies on the game to make money as a part of his career. He cheats once, he gets punished, he's probably not going to do it again. This other guy who's a nobody who has nothing to lose, he cheats, he gets banned, he just makes another account and keeps cheating. Because of that, he says, like, oh, there should be different standards, you should treat it differently. No, nigga, cheating is cheating. He knew what he was doing was wrong because he wanted people in his videos, as Debo said, to not do it. Why would you want other people to not do it if you
know what he could have done?
Anything was wrong.
He could have talked to a person who had an account, filmed it, and to show him playing, like blur out his face and him cheating, and ask him why he does it, and just say, look, this is the reason why it's not worth it. And then it could be a nice thing. The cheater will be like, oh, you know what?
Kids ain't smart,
but
man. They do
but
it for the content
I know, and I'm holding up to the same standard as, you know, if it was like, you know, a certain type of kid or, you know, urban kid or something like that. There's double standards. And here's the thing. The funny thing is, if you would have told Ninja with the whole Twitch situation that, you know what, there should be a double standard for huge conglomerate companies that handle all these deals, because you know what, it's not hard to be Twitch. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted, but Twitch wanted their money. I was like, he wanted his money when Twitch was fucking him around. And if somebody would have told him, oh, well, there's a double standard for Twitch, you got to understand they can't actually cater to the needs of all these. Then he would have got mad.
Standard.
That's what I'm saying.
Why he doesn't play with female gamers.
Oh, well, the thing about the female gamer thing, I wouldn't play a female because, like, I'd be like, nah, I don't want my wife. Nah, couldn't do that for my wife.
I wouldn't want to play with. I wouldn't want to help these bitches either.
What's going on? I don't see that. I don't see that in the thing.
Well,
no, that was something before.
It's just something. It's something he went off.
He had where he said that.
Right, he didn't want to stream because he has a wife, and he didn't want anybody to ever even speculate.
He's the Mike Pence of gaming.
And he's played with females anyway.
Who, Ninja?
Mike Pence of gaming. Yeah. Remember when?
Nah, I'm telling you, fuck that mediocre white motherfucker.
Remember when Lady Gaga?
Yo, but the thing is,
he was offering to play with her, so he'll play with the female. You just gotta be a popular.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, he played with Valkyrie.
Rihanna wants to play with Ninja. He'll play with Rihanna. Damn.
Well, he played with Valkyrie. Do you know who that is? She's pretty popular. She's cute as fuck.
Isn't she doesn't she play
Destiny? Plays Fortnite.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what she plays. I just know she's cute as fuck.
And everything that comes out of this kid's mouth is literal garbage. You know what I mean? And it was funny because talking to one Dr. Lupo or something, he was like, man, you know, I got a different perspective. Maybe when I was younger, but I'm older and more experienced now. It's like, nigga, how old are you? Bro? Like, you still 20-something, right? And I can't believe and double standards for famous people. Ninja literally has affluenza, dog. He has affluenza. He thinks that because you have more to lose, that if you get in trouble, you should get a lesser punishment because you lose more. Nigga, you should have thought about that before you did what you did. And nobody tell you go around raping people.
That and I didn't
$5 billion.
I agree, and you know, also I don't agree with the crying and all this kind of shit. And you know what? I just I don't get how in some
that video.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't get how some people in some situations they're held to such a high, harsh standard. But then, this kid starts turning on the waterworks and, whatever. Then it's just like automatically like, no, everybody gets served by the law the same. And you know who's the law? It's Epic Games. In reality, Epic Games, when you click that terms of service,
we don't even know if they don't stand on this.
Well, here's the whole thing. They don't even have to. They don't even have to discuss this with anybody. They could give a double standard for Ninja because they own the company, and when you click that terms of service, you're getting bent over, and you know what? You're not.
Yeah, because it's at their discretion.
It's at their discretion. So they set the rules. Instead of crying to us, they should be crying to Epic.
Pretty much.
And maybe Epic can fix some shit.
Because I don't give a fuck.
Put public pressure on Epic Games. Here's something else Ninja said. He talks about he still thinks that content creators. He thinks that he's Michael Jordan basically. He's like what about these games? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna be with that? Fortnite will be Fortnite without you, Ninja.
Oh, amen. Say that shit again, Savius. Say that shit again and louder.
Well, Fortnite would be Fortnite without Ninja, without Lupo, without Daquan. But would Ninja be Ninja without Fortnite? No. He thinks he made Fortnite what it is, and that the content creators make these games what they are. Listen, free advertisement helps. Nobody's gonna say that, right? But here's the thing: if these companies want to advertise, they can pay real celebrities. They could pay, like you paid Drake to be on your stream, play the game with you. They could pay Drake to play their game and tell other people to play their game. That's how advertising works. That's how sponsorships and endorsements work. You pay people with influence, real influence, $500,000, $1 million, whatever their asking price is, you pay it, and they advertise your product. You know what I'm saying? Whether they've ever product or not. That's just how advertising works. Anybody who knows anything about advertising knows that. You know what I'm saying? So when you see these like celebrity cameos in videos, so like it's different. So like T-Pain made a song for Rick and Morty. Actually, he made a song for a game that the Rick and Morty creator made called, what was it, Trover Saves the Universe or something? Right. He made a song for that. You can tell that was made out of love. They didn't pay that man to do that. He just legit did that. I think he actually even said in a song that I'm not even paying for his shit. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it just shows you that, you know what, and you know what maybe they need to start doing? YouTube needs to have like a person. And their job is like when a kid starts blowing up, and because YouTube is in their interest, they want to keep this kid making Fortnite videos because they're going to keep getting all this money and stuff like that, right?
Well, yeah.
What they could have done is just said they have like a PR person that comes in and be like, hey man, we heard that you wanted to test this out for fans. We don't want you to do that, man, because we, our PR analyst Craig said, I've done the numbers, man. Everybody has gotten banned, right? Then we all lose money. Bring in Charlie in here. Charlie comes in. What's up, baby? Tell them what I told you. Tell us about the money. All your money's gonna be gone, baby. Gone. And they might have a small team, but it's like, remember I always talk about everybody needs a PR person.
Yeah.
Like my homeboy at work, or not my homeboy, but the guy at work who got mad because the guy said some words and he took out a knife and said, "Why don't you try to lynch me?" I get where he was coming from. I felt it in the power of his soul, but he needed a PR person that just says, "Look, man, I understand you're mad, but this is the way we say things."
Sometimes keeping it real goes wrong.
And that's precisely how it goes, and all that kind of crazy.
We can go to the next one.
But
fuck this, you know what? Fuck Ninja. Fuck this nigga.
Yes. We're wasting too much time on this mediocre motherfucker.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Is, he just continuously shows.
TFT.
Now, Teamfight Tactics is a game inside of League of Legends. It's basically auto chess, and basically for their invitational, which is weird why they keep doing invitationals. Why don't they just do it based off the ladder that they have? But that's another story.
Only because again, these companies, as you said, they do give preferential treatment. That's why certain people already have access to Legends of Runeterra. That's why there are already people playing Diablo 4.
The guy who I think winning it all, he's the guy who's played in Grandmaster. Like he deserves to be there, and he just shitted on a lot of people. But they have some custom Air Force Ones, which I have to say it's cool. I'm a nigga. I love Air Force Ones, and I'm glad that they had the customized ones for the invitation.
I don't know if I dislike Air. Let me look. I don't like these.
I like
Look
them
at
because
stars,
they're
man.
they're very comfortable, very comfortable.
I don't like the color scheme.
And,
This guy's toast is like weird yellow, and it's got like his logo or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
Disguised Toast. He's a high-level Hearthstone player as well
are
too.
ugly. Scar, they're all ugly.
Yeah. Well, it's that's the event. Like my whole point is, you're never gonna ever make people get 100% like super excited when you exclude them. What they should have did, they should have had a couple of the invites, and then took the people, the top 20 people from the fucking Grandmaster shit, and then that would have made it
they
real
don't
interesting.
care about the people that actually play the game. They just care about the people.
Oh no, well, I'm just saying what they should do. So hopefully in the future they do that, because I mean I didn't really care. When I hear invitational and it's not pro players or people who, if it's an invitational where it's been top like all these guys finish in top 8, we're gonna do a mini tournament to get them another chance at glory. That's cool. But none of these people have ever proved themselves. None of them, you know.
These are all their content creators.
I prove myself every day, nigga.
Scara, and they were on and planning a lot of videos about different builds and stuff like that.
And the thing is, like, even the casters weren't that like professionals. They would just walk over. Oh, what are you doing, Toast? And what kind of build you got going on here? I'm like, there's guys who crunch numbers and know all this shit, right? Like, and a lot of people just don't. There was like one guy who actually knew about the game. He's like, Toast is gonna win, even though, but Toast only has 6 points. That's a lot. He has a Kha'Zix max level. And he had like double Seraphim's like fucking staff, and then something else, and that nigga was darting over, killing. That one dude was doing like 9,000, and Toast won. And the guy was just sitting there like crossing his hands, like, "Yep, told you." But at least they had that one guy.
That's one thing I don't like when it comes to watching shit, is when they put people in a position to shoutcast and they don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like, shut your dumb ass up.
That's a common occurrence, and people can tell when people don't know what they're talking about.
When the guy's not as knowledgeable
and all that kind of stuff.
I hate that shit. Why are you casting, nigga?
But the main thing is, though, I mean, it was a very interesting game. I like watching towards the end, like what Disguised Toast did and all that kind of stuff. And that was pretty cool. But, I mean, overall, they could pick a lot better people, in my opinion. It's just not the smartest choice. It's not the...
I just don't like the color schemes here. I feel like these are fan-made. Like,
they well could have been.
These on like DeviantArt or something.
They very well could have been.
He said DeviantArt.
That's fucked.
Don't people still use DeviantArt?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
And they do stuff like this. They make custom Air Force Ones.
And
I like Air Force Ones, and I'd be happy to have my mine made. It's just if they were ugly, I would never wear them.
I download a lot of my 3D files for my cosplays from DeviantArt.
I just think the color scheme used, like the Teamfight Tactics, is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like Disguised Toast is kind of growing on me.
I don't see why you don't like it.
But I don't like yellow. I don't wear yellow.
Well, I thought you were talking about as a player. As a player, he's very smart and methodical by stuff. But as a personality, like Disguised Toast is like on the same intellectual as Trump, except he's like the Joker and Trump's Batman. That's the best way I can describe it.
I like Toast more. Trump seems awkward.
I would rock, like, if this was a different shade of red, because I like red. I just don't like the red they chose. Like, the weird mix. It's like